open it up for any questions. Welcome back, Naomi.
Thank you.
Since you've been back in a tour, does it kind of feel refreshing? Like you're almost kind of starting a new chapter, maybe Naomi 2.0?
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think, I don't know, I don't want to compare myself to how I was before, but it's definitely really fun to, I guess, start a fresh page. Sorry, that was my answer. I don't know if that was good enough, but.
Hey, just getting back from the Olympics, I wondered if you could compare your experience in Tokyo in 2020, where you had a lot of responsibilities there and cool things that you got to participate in, to this time here, not really tennis speaking, but just as an Olympian in general, what this was like for you in Paris?
I would say in Tokyo, I was definitely really stressed. Okay, you know what? Sorry, I was like shooting something over there and I had something in my mouth, but I would say in Tokyo I was definitely really stressed. And in Paris I felt, like a lot more fun, and obviously there were spectators there, so it was a lot different, but I didn't stay in the village, so that is something that I regret a little bit, not to have the full experience. But yeah, overall I think it was fun. Hopefully I can play in LA. Oh, hi.
Hello. Hi. On the topic of the Olympics, were you able to track down the Haiti pin? And if not, you weren't? Because they were looking for you.
I was looking for them. I was like literally trekking across the whole village trying to find them, but I guess they might have been at practice when I was there, so.
But now we're on to the North American hard courts, which you said from the very beginning, it was all kind of about this section of the season for you, or at least leading up to it. Mm-hmm. So I guess just kind of checking in on you, like where do you feel as the hard courts begin?
Great. I feel great. As soon as my foot touched the hard court, I felt like Sailor Moon just transforming. I don't know. I honestly, I thought like I would feel a lot of pressure in this section, and maybe once I start playing my matches, I might a little bit, but I think as hard as the European swing was, I feel like I learned a lot from it.
Sorry.
You're good.
Sorry.
I feel like I learned a lot from it, and it's just, I hope, gonna make me a more complete player, and yeah, I'm really excited to see what happens here.
What do you recall about the match against Bianca during the grass court season? What stood out the most about that?
It rained a lot. We had like 3 rain delays. Yeah, I think what stood out for me the most, honestly, that I learned is, I feel like I always say this, but I think I can play against anyone, and that was my first grass court tournament in like however many years, but I felt like I still had a chance, so it was really fun to play against her again.
What was your reaction when you found out your first round opponent here would be Ons?
I was like, oh. Truthfully, I feel like all my matches are kind of like matches, so like, could have been worse. But yeah, I think for me, thinking about playing Ons, it just makes me feel like we're gonna have so much fun. Like, she's such a great person, so I don't feel like, I don't know, there's not too much pressure in like, I'm going into the match thinking, oh, I want to win so bad, whatever. I just feel like I have to focus on my side of the court, because obviously she does a lot of incredible things, and yeah, it should be really fun.
I want to ask you about Bianca again for a minute, because 5 years ago here at this tournament, the two of you both helped out with the draw ceremony, if you recall, back in 2019, and Bianca was doing that again last night, and I was just thinking of some of the parallels between the two of you, having so much success at an early age, both being pretty open about your mental health challenges that you've faced in your careers, And I was wondering if you feel a sort of kinship with her or other players who are normalizing the discussion about the challenges that exist for young professional players and ones who come to success quickly, like the two of you have.
I think it's weird. We're a little similar, but then we're also drastically different at the same time. I feel like watching her, she's very extroverted, which I can't be, but it's cool that she is. But honestly, I've been thinking about this for a while, and it's strange, like, obviously since the Olympics are going on, there's a lot of discussion about Simone Biles, and I see Michael Phelps on TV and on my screen a lot, and for me, I find it's almost a relief that I have more in common with people like them than someone that's can't relate to those problems at all. And I know I'm articulating this pretty bad, and I might, I guess, type a better response later on, but yeah, I feel like there is a bit of a kinship in knowing that everyone kind of feels the same way along their journey sometimes.
That's great, thanks.
Naomi, at Wimbledon, you talked about your game evolving, and I know one of the things your team has been working on is your movement. How has that kind of evolved throughout the year?
I would say it's evolved throughout the year because, I don't know, I've gotten a lot more comfortable in my body, and honestly, after pregnancy, I wasn't really sure how my movement would be. I remember being on the track at UCLA and like almost crying in frustration because I felt like I couldn't run as fast as I wanted to, and it kind of felt like I was in a bodysuit that was just like not performing the way I wanted, and now to be here I think is a really incredible achievement. So I think we're working a lot on quick steps, and just honestly, I was stalking Iga. I was like watching her practice at the Olympics, and for me, that's something I want to do more, like watch the great players, because there's always something I can pick up on, and I know she has one of the better footwork, or probably the best footwork skills on the WTA, so yeah, I'm just trying to copy a little bit.
Hi. I'm curious because you were just saying that you don't want to compare yourself now to the one that was playing here maybe for a few years ago. But I'm curious, how do you define success at this stage of your career compared to when you were younger?
Well, I would say when I was younger, I defined success by winning tournaments, winning matches. I defined my worth a lot by like whether I won or lost, and now I would say, for example, I lost in the Olympics. I was, of course, really devastated, but I don't know, I was just surrounded by my team, and then I went back home and I saw my daughter, and I don't know, she's just happy to be alive. She's happy that I'm her mom for some reason, and it just gave me a lot of, I guess, motivation. Because I feel like when I was younger, I don't want to like make this sound like really negative, but in a way I was searching for my purpose in life, and the way I grew up, my only purpose was tennis, and then obviously taking like the year that I had as a break, it kind of let me see that there's so many different things in life, and it's a beautiful world. So.
Hi, Naomi. So you spoke about, coming back from pregnancy, and honestly, that is one of the biggest transitions that athletes can make. And obviously, you are nothing short of a superwoman. Just wanted to know, what do you see as your greatest strengths in coming back in the tournament and for the games ahead?
In this specific tournament, or I'd say my biggest strengths right now is that it's a hard court. So I would think or hope my serve, my forehand, my backhand, if you want to just talk tennis. But then overall, I feel like this year has taught me that a loss is okay as long as I learn from it. So I've been learning from every loss, and hopefully my strength is resilience. And then I'm sorry, I realized I never finished the success part of your question. So I would define success as appreciating the little things in life that I never used to before. Sorry.
Then, obviously, the first 8 months, it's been a very long time since you've played that heavy a schedule, week in and week out. Curious what kind of your takeaway was from that, what was good about it, what wasn't good about it, and then looking ahead for the rest of the year, are you planning a full-on schedule through, obviously US Open swing, Asia, all of that?
Yeah, when I kind of reflect back on this year, of course I wish it was better, but I played really high quality matches, and I was thinking I didn't get injured this whole year so far. Oh my God, that's such a bad thing to say before US Open. But yeah, typically when I was younger, I got injured at least once during the year. So I feel like to come back and not get injured is something I can be very happy for. And then I do plan on playing the full schedule. Yeah, might as well. I'm already out here, so. Cool. Thank you. Thank you.